guys, this is Isaac from Contender Bicycles, and we here at the Contender Bicycles family are happy to announce that Parlee will now be one of the brands we carry. Parlee is one of the very few manufacturers that still has frames fabricated and made here in the United States, in addition to some of their other production models which are made in Portugal. They're all about custom carbon technology and bespoke building, and we are super happy to have them here at the shop. When it comes to Parlee as a brand, a big thing for them is customization. Parlee considers themselves to be what they call an unapologetically premium brand, and this is showcased in the customization of their bicycles. Zero is in one of their in-house manufacturing families that makes two custom models, the Z0 XD and RD, which are a gravel bike and road bike respectively. The RD Z0 is in a kind of an all-road / endurance bike, which is one of the first bikes to embrace the comfort of wider tires and a little bit more upright geometry. And then the Z0 XD is their kind of all endurance / gravel bike, which is clearance for 40C tires. And both these models have completely customizable geometry, and both these frames are actually handmade here in the United States out of their factory in Massachusetts. Other two production models, those are still all about customization as well. They're handmade in a factory in Portugal, but even if you buy one of those frames, you still have the customization options of stem length, bar width, crank length, even saddle width, which not every manufacturer does, and Parlee is happy to offer as a bespoke and boutique brand. Again, Parlee is all about customization. The Parlee has their in-house paint lab, which they call obviously the Parlee Paint Lab, which offers 4 different levels of painting for their frames as well. Anything from this new rod carbon frame with a little bit of accent up to 2-tone colors, or even all the way to full-blown paint jobs that you choose everything for. Parlee can do anything in between. They have a couple of in-house painters that paint everything here in the United States to whatever you need on your frame. Parlee further showcases their dedication to high-end carbon technology and innovation through the way they make their frames. Carbon's company tagline is Parlee built different, which does make sense considering the way they build their frames. All of Parlee's frames are built in what we call a monocoque style design, which is very abnormal within the bike industry. Most bikes in the bike industry are made by piecing and forming together several pieces of carbon tubing and then bonding together after the fact once they are in their desired shape. All of Parlee's frames and the frames they make handmade in Portugal for the gravel and the road bike versions are handmade in one singular monocoque piece. These frames also come out of the mold almost perfectly, needing almost no extra finishing. They love to showcase this in what they call their raw paint job, which is like this one, where there's just a little bit of color, and most of the frame is actually still raw carbon, which they have put a wax finish on to protect the carbon while still letting you see the beauty of the bike straight out of the mold. Outside of the 2 bespoke custom models they make here in the United States, they also do to their 2 Portugal production made models, which is the Ouray, which is their more endurance oriented road bike. This bike is all about comfort and versatility. It's got clearance for 38C tires. It's got an extremely light sub 900 gram frame, but it is also reliable with things like a T47 threaded bottom bracket, and also a UDH derailleur hanger makes servicing this bike easy. Its carbon lamp is designed to make sure it rides smoothly and is awesome for long days. This is going to be the more popular bike and the bike that most people will end on if buying from Parlee. The other one they have is the Taos, which is this one right here. The Taos is their gravel bike, which is more of a progressive gravel geometry, similar to other more progressive gravel bikes we carry here, like the Mondraker Air or the Santa Cruz Stigmata. It is got very progressive geometry with almost mountain bike-like numbers, with a 69.5-degree head tube angle and 430mm chainstays. This bike also, just like their endurance road bike, features a T47 bottom bracket and a UDH derailleur hanger, making, again, servicing and finding parts for this bike extremely easy. Now, in addition to this bike being a progressive gravel bike and being a great descender on things like rough logging roads and high-speed situations where the road gets chunky, it is still not a heavyweight frame. This frame is sub 950 grams for an endurance and adventure-oriented gravel bike, which is just amazing. When it comes to the carbon tubing on the frame of the Parlees, Parlee is very dedicated to making sure that they are making the most of carbon's 2 biggest factors, which is its lightweight versus its strength ratio. Their tubes are meant to be as light and strong as possible while also having aerodynamics mixed in there without any sacrifice for aesthetics. Most of the learning that Parlee had from its founder was learned in his time making high-end racing sailboats. We are happy to welcome Parlee into the Contender family. While most models are custom made, we do have some here for you to come see and touch. If you are looking to order one yourself, shoot us an email at info@contenderbicycles.com and we can look into ordering one, getting one custom made, or even just to have one custom painted. If you have any questions, let us know.